I run my entire business on a team of AI agents. They handle my content, my follow-ups, my busy work while I sleep. And I'm not a coder. In the next few minutes, I'll give you the one skill that makes all of it possible. How to never stay stuck for more than 7 seconds. Let's get into it.
Use AI to use AI. How many of y'all right now that once you have heard that from me, it has just stuck? Like you no longer get stuck on anything for more than 7 seconds. Human nature, the first thing you do is you go and you use AI to use AI. There's no such thing as a dumb question.
Put that in my system. So I just got to do the chat GPT and all that stuff. So if I get stuck with a question, I just go to chat GPT and say, chat GPT, I'm stuck on code X. Just like that.
That's it.
I feel ready to.
That's the simplest, easiest, fastest way for you to learn AI while learning AI. That's another bar. Learning AI while learning AI. So the reality of it, every single person in here, you are going to be training your agent. But realistically, your agent is training you. While you're training your agent to get smarter, what's happening to you? You're becoming smarter.
Okay, you know Carolyn. This is my brother.
What's going on, family?
Now, he brought his computer to this class, right? And when he got to doing the part that you said, it said, it took it down.
So his situation is a little bit different because of the computer, right? It may be an older version of the computer. How long have you had the laptop for?
7 years.
7 years. So it's I don't want to say that it's outdated, but the version that he's operating on is not the latest version of the new iMacs that's out today.
Okay, but Carolyn had the same problem, and she was stuck for 2 days.
Yeah, and Caroline bought a new computer.
Right, but so what I'm saying is, when he tried to do it, it automatically told him that he couldn't, but she was stuck. I guess it didn't tell her that until you told her to use AI against AI.
Yeah, because it depends on the context. So Caroline might not have gone into her AI and said, hey, I'm stuck. This is the kind of computer that I have. It's a version 1.2. I bought it in 2019. I haven't updated it since 2020. The difference between that right there that I said and what she may have said was that I gave it more context.
Oh, okay.
So with context, you can get a better response. You get a better answer specifically for the problem or issue you're having. And what the AI does, it provides the solution to that problem. But that problem can't be solved without the context. So I think this is a good moment right here. I don't know if Constance is still on the Zoom, but Constance, again, one of my inner circle members, right? And not to put her business out there or anything like that, but she was stuck on, and I don't even want to say that she was stuck. If I'm keeping it real, she was in her own way. And we all get there. Anybody create obstacles that don't exist? Somebody gives you an idea and instead of trying to figure out every way that this is going to work, you figure out every reason why it's not going to work. Right? Problems do what? Create more problems. Solutions provide you to the answer to those problems. Right? So I gave an example to Constance last week, and it was, Constance, do you drive? She said, yeah, Reem, I got a car. Said, okay, cool. If you get in your car and you start driving and you start noticing you going up and down, 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 you can automatically identify that you got a flat tire. And the first thing you do, you get out the car when you realize that you have a flat tire, and you probably do a full go around to see which tire it is. If it's not on the driver's side, it got to be on the passenger side. And then you find that wheel. And you look, yep, there we go. We got a nail in the tire. If you wouldn't have gotten out of the car, you wouldn't have been able to identify the issue. If you can't identify the problem, there's no way that you can provide or know a solution, right? Now, after you identify the problem, So one of two things that can happen, automatic, and it becomes human nature. Like you don't even think twice. Your car got a flat. You know where the flat is. You know what tire it is. You know that it's a screw. You know that it's a nail. You know that some crazy person stabbed your tire, right? You might have came home too late the other night or ain't answered them calls and they stabbed your tire, right? So you identify the problem. And then after that problem is one of two things that you, or three things that you can do. Number one is going to be called AAA. Everybody knows that, y'all know the steps off the top of my head as I'm going through them, right? You call AAA. If you don't call AAA, you either go to your phone, you open up the maps, and you search for the nearest tire store. 5 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile, and you figure, okay, cool, I can make it. Or three, you go in that trunk, and you get that so you see how instantly you identified the problem, and now you automatically know what are the next possible steps that you're going to be taking. Call an AAA, driving to the tire shop, fixing it yourself.
Okay, so my question is, they had the same problem, right? But by him doing this right now, is it because he was in your AI class?
We going to get there. It's going to come full circle for you, I promise. All right? So you identify the problem, and then you know the possible solution to that problem. Constance is not going to get out her car on the side of the road while it's raining to try to jack that car up and fix that tire herself. So we got one thing out of the way. And now the next two is going to be AAA, where they're going to come to you, or you drive to the tire shop and you're going to go to them. Again, you identify the problem, you find a solution. You drive to the tire shop, you get your tire fixed, you go about your business. That's a problem with a solution that is now fixed. It started with you identifying the problem. If she would have never gotten out that car and she would have kept driving, she would not have known that it was a flat tire or that there was a nail in the tire, right? So for everyone in here understanding, learning, and using AI, if you have a problem, you take a screenshot. You take a screenshot, you upload that screenshot to your ChatGPT. You don't just upload the screenshot though. You give it the context. I'm trying to install AI agents on my computer. CodeStream gave me a website with the exact setup process, step by step. But for some reason, when I copy that prompt and put it into my computer's telling me that I'm having an error. I'm assuming it may be because my computer's outdated. Here's the version of the computer that I have. Here's the year that I purchased it. And here's the current software that is on there. You identified the problem. Now you're going to AI for the solution.
You made it to the end. Respect. If this hit home, do two things for me. Grab the free AI employee workbook. The link is in the description. And subscribe, because we are just getting started. I'll see you in the next one.